નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Hello students, today we will study the example number 2. The question is, AB is a line segment and line L is its perpendicular bisector. If a point P lies on L so that P is equidistant from A and B. So here in this question we have given that AB is a line segment, line L, suppose this is a line F, it is a perpendicular bisector of this line segment AB. Now what is the meaning of perpendicular bisector? Two terms are there, perpendicular, bisector. Perpendicular means this angle will become of 90 degree. In the same way, this angle is also become of 90 degree. Now suppose this is the point D at which this line intersect this line segment AB. Both the intersection point is suppose D. Okay, this is the meaning of perpendicular, that the angle will become 90 degree. What is the meaning of bisector? Bisector means whatever the portion AD will become equal to BD. So this portion AD and BD will become equal. If the total AB is of 10 centimeter, then AD and BD both will become of 5 centimeter, right? So this is the meaning of perpendicular bisector. Now we have said that if suppose there is a point P, on the line L, then we have to prove that P is equidistant from point A and B. Equidistance means AP distance. If we join it, then we get here one of the distance AP, and if we join this with the B, right, this distance will become PB and this distance will become PA. So if here we want to prove that P is the equidistance from A and B, then we have to prove that this distance PA is equal to this distance PB. Okay, so here what is the condition we have given, that we have to write down, right? See, what is the condition we have given, that AD is equal to BD, right? Because we have given that L is the perpendicular bisector, so these two portions, these two sides will become equal. Second condition, PDA angle and PDB angle, both the angles will also become equal. So angle PDA will become equal to angle PDB, right? Because this is the perpendicular bisector, so this angle will become of 90 degree. So these things we have to write down in the given section, that we have to understand, we have to write down here. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that P is equidistant from A and B. That means if we can prove that PA is equals to PB, right? If we can prove that PA is equals to PB, then it will then we can prove that P is equidistant from point A and B. So see, two triangles are formed here. One is the triangle PDA and second one is triangle PDB. So in triangle PDA and triangle PDB, now think about the three conditions by which we can prove that both the triangles are congruent. Why? If we can prove that both this triangle are congruent, and by simplicity we can prove that PA and PB are equal. So that is why we have to prove both this triangle congruent. Okay, which three things we can write down? See, one of the condition, that is we can write down from here whatever we have given in this. So AD, that means this two side AD is equals to BD, right? See, we start to write down from third letter to second letter. Here also we have to write down it as it is. So this is the condition we write down here. This condition we have already given. This is the reason. Second, we can write down the angle PDA. Angle PDA is equals to angle PDB. This condition is also we have given. So see, in these two triangles, these two sides are equal, these two angles are equal. Now the third condition that we have to think. What will be the third condition? Yes, in both the triangle, see PD is common. That means the third side PD of one triangle is equal to the one side of the another triangle. This is the common side. This side is common in both the triangle. So see, all the three criteria are satisfied. This is the side, this is the angle, and this is the side. So here we can write down that triangle PDA is congruent to triangle PDB. By which rule? Side, angle, side rule. So as both this triangle become congruent, their corresponding parts will become equal. So the corresponding parts, see, PA and PB will become equal or not? PA, first and third letter. Here also we have to consider first and third letter. That is PB. Right? So here both this distance PA and PB are equal. What is the meaning of that? Okay, why we write down this? We can write down by CP/CT. Now if the point P is equal distance from A and B, that we can write down here that, so that P is equidistance from A and B. Right? Okay, you can write down this. We have taken this point P here. We can also take it point P here. We can also take point P here. We can also take point P here also. But every time this process we have to do, and every time we get that P is the equidistance from A and B. Now let us study the question number 2 of exercise 7.1. Here we have given the one of the diagram, one of the quadrilateral ABCD. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equals to BC and angle DBA is equals to angle CBA. DAB is equals to angle CBA. Prove that. First thing we have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to BAC. ABD. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. BD side is equals to AC side and angle ABD is equals to angle BAC. These three things we have to prove here. Now what about the given condition? We have to write down here that AD side, this side is equal to BC side. Now you are seeing this type of figure first time. There are lots of triangle are there. So which two triangle we have to consider? That may be a confusion for you. So this two triangle we have to consider. Currently we have to work on this ABD and BAC. That is ABD this triangle and BAC this triangle. If you cannot understand this diagram, you can separate out the triangles whatever given here. See, if we separate triangle ABD, only you have to draw the triangle ABD here. See, the triangle ABD is like this. This and this. This is triangle BAD. Right? What you do? You separate out the triangle so that now it will be easy to understand. Okay, again separate this triangle BAC. So BAC is like this. Right? This is B, this is A, and this is C. Okay, now we have separate out both the triangles. Again apply all the conditions that we have given. AD and BC, that is AD this side and BC this side are equal. Again triangle DAB this angle and CBA this angle are equal. So in both the triangle, these two conditions we have given. How many conditions we required? 3. Out of the 2 conditions we have already given. So let's write down here is that AD in both this triangle AD is equals to BC. Here also you can see that we carry the first and third letter. Here also we have to take first and third letter. This condition we have given. Second condition is of the angle, that angle DAB is equals to angle CBA. This is also we have given. See, this AD side and BC sides are equal. Angle DAB and angle CBA are also equal. Now think about the third condition. What will be the third condition? In both the triangle AB side, BA side, this side AB is common. See, in both the triangle, if we consider ABD, AB side is there. If we consider ABC, AB side is there. So in both the triangle ABD and BSE, AB side is there. Here we can write down that AB is equals to BA, common. This side is common in both the triangle, right? AB side and this side is common in both the triangle, right? So three conditions now we have. First is the side, second one is the angle, and third one is this side. So see, this angle is included here in between the two sides. We can check in this triangle or in this triangle. Out of these two triangle, we can check in any triangle. Here also, this angle is included between these two sides. So here we get the three conditions. This is the side, this is the angle, and this is the side. So we can write down that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC by side, angle, side. Right? The first thing we have to prove, that is we proved here. Second thing we have to prove is BD and AC. Now what we can say about the BD and AC? This side BD and this side AC. So now you can think, if the two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. So obviously the BD side and AC side, what will happen? They will become equal. So BD and AC will become equal. By which? By CP/CD. Right? We can write down that BD is equals to AC by CP/CD. Right? Because we already proved here that both the triangles are congruent. Again, what we can say about the angle ABD and BAC? Angle ABD, this angle, and BAC, this angle. See, BAD and this angle ABD and BAC. So ABD and BAC, both the angle will become again equal by CP/CD. Right? According to the name, we can also check angle ABD, first, second, third, BAC. Right? So these angles will also become equal according to the rule by CP/CD, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So in this way, if you cannot understand the two triangles, because in many sums this type of diagrams are given, so you just do one thing, separate out both the triangles on which you want to work, and then apply, and then you can understand whatever you have to do. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.